Hey friends, I hope you're having a great day. I'm so excited you're here. I'm in the mood to paint a chicken. I've got a couple other chicken rooster videos with traceables on my website. This one's going to be the whole chicken. I don't think we've done that yet. I've already painted the background, so if things are a little out of sync in the next section, I say something a little goofy, you know I filmed it earlier today because I wanted this background to dry. Oh man, my phone's ringing. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, my phone doesn't ring that often, so that's kind of funny. It's a landline for those of you who don't have landlines anymore. It rings directly into my studio. Okay, so we were talking about the chicken. Oh, I was showing you this. It's kind of a purple brown, and I'll show you in the next section what I'm doing and thinking. I'm going to draw the chicken on this time, and we're going to draw it with hopefully some simple shapes like we did in the pear video. Oh, you guys. Oh. We reached 1,000 subscribers. I wouldn't have 1,000 subscribers without all of you guys. Thank you. It means so much because my favorite daughter and I have been working really hard to make these videos interesting and fun and get them uploaded to YouTube. And it's nice now that the commercials that YouTube has already been showing on my videos, I can hopefully make a little money off of those, and I really appreciate it. I have no idea how that works. I don't know, like if you watch 6 seconds and click, then I don't get any money, but we're not going to worry about that because there's some commercials where I click right away. So don't worry, but I'm excited to get a little more financial support for this channel because it's meant so much to me. It's been this little happy corner of the world where we, this is going to be a pun, where we spread some paint and spread some joy. Spread paint, spread joy. That could be a t-shirt. I want a t-shirt that says, hey friends. We can do that at 10,000. We can put a merch shelf when we get 10,000 subscribers. Oh, you know what? I could, when I get time, I'm going to do a Hey Friends t-shirt, or favorite daughter if you want to do one, and we'll upload it to my pixels.com online gallery and store. Okay, I'm really digressing. Thank you. I hope you enjoy this as much as I do. It's been a lifesaver. We started it during the pandemic, and it's just been so good for me. I've really enjoyed meeting so many of you. You're becoming my true friends, and it means so much to me. Okay. Oh, you know what else we got to do? Yay for favorite daughter. She talked me into this. I resisted it. I didn't want to do the extra work. I'm trying to sell in more galleries. She's like, Mom, you need to be on YouTube. And she was right. She does all the cute thumbnails. She finds the fun music. She does, the subscribe graphic with the bee. I just love that. All the graphics, all the edits, that's all her. I just show up, yak a little, and paint. Okay, let's have some fun and get started. Let's take a look at what I'm thinking. So I've got an 8" by 8" canvas panel from Michaels. I'm gonna paint, I wish I could show you my reference photo. I'm gonna link it in the video description. It's from Pixabay, and then you can go look at it. I think that is totally fine to do. We'll find out. We're gonna do that. And then I'm gonna challenge myself in a couple of ways. So I'm gonna use a big brush like I did in the pear video. I'll link that in the description. I think I'm going to use this 1" Lowell Cornell, or I'm also debating about, and it really doesn't matter, a 1" Filbert from Royal Langnickel. I think I'm going to use this one. I think I used this one in the pear video. And then I'm challenging myself. We're going to use cadmium, or I'm going to use, you can do whatever you want, cadmium red medium, prism violet, and vivid lime green. And I'm going to paint this chicken that's strutting with these colors. I may toss in a little black just to get some, oh, and titanium white. Sorry, back up a little bit there, titanium white. I may throw in a little black, but I really might not need to. That's a really dark color, just because I like to get the values and the contrast. And then I'm going to paint the background. I'm painting this first, and then I'll video the intro and the rest of the painting so it has more time to dry. I'm going to paint the background, and I think I'll just sketch on the chicken. We'll practice a little bit like we did in the pear video, and then when I painted or I drew a Liquitex paint tube, I've got another video on that, and you can watch how I would maybe draw it on. It also makes it a little looser than if you use a Traceable. Okay, I'm going to paint the background and then I'll shoot the intro, so I'll be right back. Hey, I'm kind of excited about this one. So I wanted some red because of the comb and the wattle, is that what you call those? On a chicken. And then red and green, they're not exact, these two out of the tube colors aren't exact complements, but they're close. So I knew they would gray out color if I needed it. And then the purple, I was thinking that the purple and the lime green might make a decent dirt color. I could probably work it some more and try to get it more brown. I don't know if it'll go there or not. Yeah, you saw me remix the color and kept trying to add, you know, from my three different out of the tube colors to try and make more of this brownish purple color I have. When you're not as familiar with it, you will spend a lot more time mixing. I even spent time mixing off camera. Don't think it's just like fast magic. It can be what takes paintings a lot longer than they look. But it's also really cool to learn. Like, I think this is a yummy color. I really like this, and I don't know how it's gonna look on video. And then I've got a little bit of a horizon line, or maybe edge of grass or edge of a road. And I may paint it out like I did in the donut video. But right now I've got a little hint of a line just to break up the background. Oh, and I might want to paint, I don't know. So it's up to you whether you like I like it when it skips. And you can see the texture of the canvas. And actually that's just a skip. Maybe I'll just leave it. I was going to smooth it out. It's up to you. If you want a smoother canvas, maybe paint even a couple layers of any color or just white to help fill in some of the canvas texture, and then paint your background. What else? Oh, and then if you don't want brush marks or you want fewer brush marks, I have some. You can kind of see them going vertically, but you kind of lift and paint and lift and paint and lift. That can help you. Or use a filbert, and it won't have the corners, it'll be a little softer. Okay, those are all the things I thought of. I'm gonna let this dry a couple hours. We'll do the intro and we'll get to sketching our chicken on here. Alrighty, sorry about the microphone noises. I just listened to that intro. I had it on my painting apron, and now I have it on my t-shirt. So hopefully, I think it might have been when I was, gesturing with my hands, and then I hit my apron more than my t-shirt, and I might have been bumping it. You learn something new every day. So I'll try to remember to hook my microphone to the t-shirt. The reference photo I'm using, which is right here but off camera, because I don't think I have the rights to show it on YouTube. The link is in the video description, and you can go click on it and see it on Pixabay. I cropped it square and sized it to fit my 8x8 canvas. And then I've drawn a line halfway across my canvas, so that's 4 inches. Oh, I've got a little charcoal on my finger there. And then I've also drawn another line halfway down, which is 4 inches. So if you're using a 12x12 canvas, you know, halfway would be 6 inches. I had a little bit of a senior moment there. Just divide whatever you're painting on in half. Or you could paint it on a rectangle canvas. You know, it's not like it has to be square. Okay, so what I'm gonna kind of measure maybe a little bit, because makes me feel a little more comfortable. I'm trying to decide what to measure with. So I measure a lot with my fingers, and I'm also trying to decide where about halfway is in my rooster. So the top of our rooster is back, or you know what? I think it might be a hen. We'll just say the top of our chicken goes about there. And so we're gonna find a simple shape. Now you could do kind of a rectangle, because my rooster has, I'm gonna do that. My chicken has kind of a straight, let's go in at a little bit of an angle, straight chest about there. Its backside is about, oops, hopefully I didn't bump that with my head, about there. Its feet come up, and this doesn't have to be exact, but it can kind of help you start. Just kind of piece it out. It's a little bit like putting a puzzle together. And I straightened that photo out so the feet are on a straight line, horizontal. Okay, so that means, well, it's about the same distance. The bottom of this one leg comes about right there. Okay, I think that might be enough points. And so you could draw it, I'm trying to decide, I'm debating, like, I kind of want to do a triangle. Well, this actually, I think it's good for you guys to see how I do this. And you can do it differently. So you could just make a triangle, but this like really kind of pops out, and I've actually got it too low. Whoops, my foot stuck to I have a vinyl tablecloth on my floor in case I drop a brush. I don't know if you heard my foot stick to it when I pulled it up. Okay, so if that kind of goes like this, this kind of goes like that, and then this kind of goes, actually this comes down, so maybe it wasn't too high. Okay, we're gonna call that good, because I'll end up scribbling a bunch. And then this kind of goes up. And the nice thing is no one's gonna see the reference photo you painted from. Oh, and this is kind of a curve. So we can even exaggerate and kind of give it a triangle shape more than it really does. Oops. That out of the way. And then it has a wing. Oh, that's below center. And then kind of comes. Oh, I guess it's more than a wing. I'm not sure how that works, because there's feathers. I think that's part of a wing. Kind of tucks here. Okay, I'm gonna stop trying to talk. That might help me. Oh, that does help. I like not talking. So there's kind of a shape like this. So I'm looking at shapes. But you could draw like a rectangle for this part and divide it out, or you could draw sort of a rounded triangle. And there's going to be a traceable, so don't worry. Okay, and then this, I think I'm making this chicken bigger than it actually is. But that's okay. I'm saying that as much to me as I am to you. No one's gonna know. So I think rather than do the feathers, I'm gonna do the shape. Kind of like I did with the daisies. I just did the shape of the daisies. And there's some stuff that happens there. And there's like a tail feather or some feathers that, there's one that comes up. And then some of these come. This is mostly to remind me. And then it's actually, there's like white here. So I'm going to draw a shape. And then it's dark in here, and it comes down to a feather. So why don't we do that so we remember that that's all dark. And then there's like, to get a little more detail, I'm going to back up a little bit. Oh, and then there's kind of a feather. And then this is a pretty big feather. And then they kind of stack up. And I don't know how much detail we're going to show. That one actually kind of rounds out a little more. I think I let this dry long enough. It seems like it's erasing pretty well for me. And then we can come back with some water and wash it away. But we may end up covering it up too. Okay, so back of chicken, I got a little low here. Are we gonna leave it low? Let's see what this does. Oh, I want it thicker. Let's do this. And you can make yours as thick or as thin as you want. All right, so I don't get confused. Sorry about the wiggle, my art table wiggles when I erase. So now I'm working in this quadrant. And we've got kind of a, actually there's a strong shadow that I'm gonna draw because I think it might help me find my way. Okay, because then there's another sort of strong shadow, and then we're at the top. Whoop. I think I'm going to curve it a little more than it is. That's where it could be frustrating for you guys. Oh, and I may have that a little tall. But her head, I keep wanting to say his, is kind of a cone shape. Oh, I'm getting charcoal. I was going to draw with this chalk pastel, but I'm just drawing with a General's charcoal pencil. It's easier for me to feel comfortable with. If you guys are comfortable with a pencil, go ahead. It's harder to pick up. It won't wash away with water. But you can cover your lines, or you can, we saved some background color, you can come back and paint around it. And there's kind of a, oops, that shape kind of goes like this. And then kind of comes down. I think I made my shadow a little big. So you can adjust as much as you want. I'm a little worried about if I didn't leave enough room for the head. I didn't really map out the head. Okay. The head's pretty little. There's kind of this angle here, and then it quickly oh yeah, I'm drawing this way bigger. I laugh a lot. I mean, I could get mad. The laugh means I'm a little frustrated, but hey, it's not a big deal. Okay, I'm thinking about the face here. Okay, let's do the overall. This comes in. Let's put an eye someplace here. So I kind of know where that is. So then the beak kind of goes like that. This chicken has a little bit of an underbite, if there's such a thing. And then there's a little shape here. And I may make the wattle a little bigger because I like them. I suppose if we go too big, it's definitely going to be a rooster. I think that's how that works. And then this one's actually dark, so we'll just do that. So does that work? It's a little big, maybe? Let's see, let's put in, I think her beak might be a little big, but it's also I'm gonna dip it down and curve it, and then this'll, there we go, that'll curve. I'm not really crazy about the comb on this rooster. You can follow it. I would personally like it better if it were closer to my drawing, but I'm concerned about YouTube. All right, so let's think. We can always move the eye. I might even start with the eye and then do a loose painting just because I like to get the eye right. Okay, let's... Sorry if this is boring. Just fast forward, skip ahead. That's the beauty of these videos. I think I've got too much forehead. That's what's bugging me. Okay, it kind of comes, well, there's like a space though, so it doesn't come too much. And that might be too thick of a neck. Do we just give our chicken a thick neck? Well, it kind of does. It kind of does. It kind of peaks about here actually, and then drops, and then kind of comes in. See, that's actually easier when I do straight lines. I'm a little out of practice, but that's how that goes. So you know how I did the straight lines on the pear? If you haven't seen the pear video, go check that out. That can really help you. Yeah. Sorry guys. Hopefully I'm gonna cut that off a little bit. Hopefully you'll either use the Traceable or skip ahead and then look at my drawing rather than try to draw along. I'll try and remember to put that in the top of the notes. Watch me change my mind a lot. Okay, let's put the comb on it and let's just see how it looks. I'm gonna put a comb, it's gonna be short. I don't know, I kind of want it, oh, I don't know what I want. Let's just do it. I want it rounder. This one's kind of maybe closed. I think they can move them. I don't know if I can draw quite small enough with this charcoal pencil. We'll adjust this when we paint it, definitely. And I think they get smaller and hook. Yeah, I like that. It's a little more interesting than the comb on in the photo. It's looking like a chicken, you guys. Yay! Yay! It's a day for celebrating. Okay, so it's dark here, but then it kind of goes dark like that. Excuse me. I should stop the video and go grab some water. Okay, there's a dark shape in here. All right, feet. I don't think I left enough room for feet. We may have to bring them down a little. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna go get a drink of water. Alrighty. Okay, so the things I'm thinking is straight line, and there's a little bump. I've got that kind of big. I personally, a watercolor pencil might have been a great idea. Ooh, we might have to try that in another video. There we go. That's better. So this is up. Oh, that's actually a pretty short toe. Are they toes? And I think it's got like a little toenail. And then some wrinkles, bumps, kind of prehistoric looking. And then up, bump, and then skinny. And then this kind of goes bump. Maybe that's a good way to do it. Maybe I should just do it out loud for you guys. Bump, straight, roundish. Ooh, big toenail. Maybe we'll make that a little chubbier. That seems awfully big. So the toe, oh, actually it's not too terribly big. I want to shorten it though, it bothers me. The bump might be a little big too. I drew the same thing I erased. That happens. Oh gosh, that happens. I don't know. I don't watch that many YouTube artists. But gosh, when I was I'd taken art classes in school. So middle school or junior high, depending on what you called it, through high school and then into college. That happens a lot. Just in case any of you don't know that. It still seems too long to me. I hope this is helpful. Let me know if you'd like seeing me. I don't normally draw on YouTube for a couple of reasons. It takes a lot of time, and we try to keep the videos uploadable, doable for us. That's actually maybe the main reason. I think more people want to paint and use the traceables, but that may change as we both grow. We may do more drawing. I'm assuming that. You guys can let me know. I think this is too big here too, also. So you don't have to get this fussy, but I kind of want to get the structure in good shape. So then we can I'm going to aim to paint a looser painting, but the structure still matters. And you can get away with things being off. Then I start getting more detailed. I tend to be a detail artist. Oh, favorite daughter and I are gonna try and, well, we won't try. We're gonna probably just jump in and do a live and then learn. So let me know, like, if I painted half this painting one day for an hour and then another day for an hour, hopefully I'd be done, or maybe a third day for an hour. Would that work for you? Will you see the whole process? Maybe we'll just try and paint loose and paint it all in 1 hour. Okay, so if my line is actually there, give myself a little guide. Oh, you don't have to use a kneaded eraser. You could use a pink pearl. I have like a clean one for when I really need a clean one and a not so clean one. If you you just have one, you just erase to clean it off. You can see that's kind of clean there where I erased. So that toe is pretty much under this crease, so that's going to help me. I've got to remember next time to maybe draw a colored pencil. I think I would like that. Sometimes I just draw with paint, but I didn't feel super confident doing that in a video for the first time with you guys. Just so you know, I get scared too. I get scared. Okay, and this like really arches up. It's a funny toe. It's gonna bug you guys. You might want a traceable for this. I wonder if it arches up a little more. That actually might work better, except for I just smeared it with my finger. Okay, hopefully when I blew, that wasn't loud in the microphone. This is like a skinny little toe. So maybe we should talk like it's a skinny little toe. And actually there's a bump, but let's do this. Oh gosh, is my ankle off too? I don't know, maybe we're not too bad. Okay, so here. This is gonna be the hardest part for me. Oh, it's pretty fat, I just can't see it. My photo's a little blown out. Hang on while I look at the photo. It does come back there. Please fast forward if this isn't helping you. Boy, that is what that looks like. It actually doesn't come up quite so high. I think we won't worry about it too much and call it good. I might want to lift up. My legs are a little short, especially this one. But what we could do, oh, hopefully my hair didn't get in the way there. You could adjust the anatomy just a smidge on this chicken. You think she'll mind if it's a she? And now we have a little longer leg. I was thinking I might need to have like some stuff going on in the background, but I don't know if I'm going to need it. Okay, I'm going to paint the face and time lapse a little bit to keep this video shorter, and then I'll pop in. I am going to paint it's in the, I got to go grab it because I washed it out. I'm going to use the big brush for a lot of the body in the beginning, sort of underpainting. I thought of something as I'm working on this. So I mixed kind of a brownish pinkish color, but it didn't even show. So I just grabbed some white, even though a lot of times I save my white for last. It's gonna dry darker, although now I'm putting another coat on it. So right now I'm just bringing it out to cover up my pencil line. One thing that I didn't do and I should have done is drawn a little bit smaller. So then you can go over your drawing lines. We're still okay. And then my background isn't quite dry enough because I didn't wait overnight, and so I'm going to have to paint a little bit of the background, this background color over it. That's also okay too. We can fix it. But the thought that came to my mind. So I'm even though I said I'm going to do like the pear and use this big brush, I'll feel happier if I get the face a little bit more settled and looking how I like. But painting, so I'm drawing with paint right now, and I'm going to cover up some of this dark line. Sometimes people are like, oh, I don't know how to draw, but I like to paint. Well, you're drawing when you paint. You're still looking at shapes, you're looking at value, you're looking at lines. And so I wanted to pop in and say that while I was thinking of it so I didn't forget. Okay, I think I'll, so I'm going to use purples for my shadows, and then combination of other colors for feathers, and we could have gone really crazy and not used red for the comb, but I think I might be able to sell this painting when I'm done, and somebody might like it, and a lot of times people like, well, and I'll license it, so actually it's more important than selling it. Licensing it, people like, you know, snowmen to be white, roosters to have, or chickens to have red combs, that kind of thing. Okay, so I'm not going to normally be this detailed. I just don't want to lose the details when I whip out that big brush, if that makes sense to you guys. Grab a little red. Oh, and then if you put out, I need to put out more paint, but like I have a big blob of red paint there, it'll stay fresher longer because it's a larger blob. Blob's a technical art term there. Okay, back to the time lapse. Hey, I thought of something else. So that bottom beak's about the right value to my reference photo, and my bottom beak is really fat. If you guys are looking at the reference photo. But the thought that I came in with is I may need to make it darker if I want it to show up against the way I have the background right now. So I may change the value of what's in my reference photo to just help pull it off. And then we'll come back and we'll fix things. But I'm about ready to break out the big brush. Hey, I'm popping in here. I'm going to stop for tonight and go have dinner with favorite daughter. So I've already started adding a couple more layers and refining. I dropped down a brush because it was just driving me crazy. I keep thinking of this woman who I saw a long time ago paint with huge brushes, and it was just so cool. So that's what I'm trying to do. Plus it goes quicker and it's looser. I'm trying to see. Oh, this is a number 12 Royal Lane Nickel shader. I'll get out a smaller brush too when I do more details around the feet. But I think it's already starting to come together. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Okay, guys, I'll be back tomorrow. Time for a screenshot, I think. Actually, I'm going to bring the face up a lot closer so you can get a look. The face, I might fuss with it more, but we could definitely call that done. I'm still debating about whether I'll add a little black. I started to add a little texture to the background. One, to cover up some of my charcoal lines because I didn't let the background dry enough. So I just painted over them. I don't know if you can still see one there. I need to paint over that one. And I like that there's a little more going on in the background. So pretty much I was working on the face and the feet because the feathers will go over the legs. So get those a little more done. I might put I might use a small brush for up in here and then go back to this number 12 Royal Lang nickel. I think we said that was a 1/2 inch, didn't we? Yeah, it's a 1/2 inch. But it's starting to look pretty good. I'm laughing because I'm not sure I like it. So one of the things I want to do is try to figure out how to get some lime green in here. But I don't know that it makes much sense. I mean, the lime green's kind of in the whole painting because I use it to warm up and even make the beiges. I don't know, we'll have to see. I mean, I could make it a little more abstract and put the lime green in there if we can make it work. What else? I think I kind of need to kind of work on this shape a little bit. If you're looking at the reference photo from, they say Pixabay? Gosh, I already made note of the link. So if I say that wrong, I think it's Pixabay. Otherwise it's Unsplash, but I'm pretty sure it's Pixabay. And I can see right now that I need a little, so I keep kind of fixing some of the shapes. But I'm gonna let it dry because I'm gonna varnish some artist coins so they can dry, if you wanna see what I'm talking about. So I just put my initials on the back and I splatter the front, and I'm gonna put like a little, I don't know, is that called a jump ring? And then I think a piece of twine. Just, things to give away when people buy paintings, or I do paint demos, little artist coins. Okay guys, I'll be back after a bit. I think it's time for a screenshot. I've been painting for quite a while. I like how loose and impressionistic this chicken is. It's a lot, I already said looser, or loose. It's looser than my pet portraits, but that's, that's fun. Here, I'll get it a little closer for you. I don't think I'm going to add green anywhere. It just doesn't seem to make sense to me. I might add some straight up white, maybe right in here. And now I'm thinking I need to take a picture. I need to step, oh here, did you want to see the feet? I need to step back from it and see what I like, see what I don't like. Oh, I kept narrowing. So I widened this when I drew it, and then I narrowed it, and then I brought it out just a smidge here because I had it almost coming from the eye, straight down from the eye. So I brought that out a little bit, and then I narrowed this up a little bit. Just because you draw it on or you paint or you make a mistake doesn't mean you can't correct it. Oh, and then I'm like leaving some little dots, some smears. I pulled out a smear. I think that's kind of nice. I smeared there. I think we're gonna probably put the background a little more, but I'm gonna take a little break and take a picture, and then I'll be back. Hey, I took a photo, I texted it to favorite daughter, and she liked the background. I ended up putting a few more extra little smudgies, and then I put some dots just for interest, and I put some dots in the rooster too, just because I think it's fun. Here, we'll get it closer for you. You know, I didn't expect this to turn out. When I look at it through the video, it looks a little browner than it does in person. And it looks like pretty much like a realistic colors, a realistic chicken. I think that's funny. I really expected it to be, it was a little hard at first because I wanted to have burnt umber, raw sienna, maybe some red oxide. When you see the reference photo, you'll know what I mean. And then when you see the reference photo, I think this is going to be really helpful. My chicken doesn't look exactly like it. You know, it's okay that I don't talk about every feather. I could keep going, you know, going up and down in values. I will look at this tomorrow and see what I think, but I think it's done, you know. But just if I wanted to shape the wing a little more or something, I think this is a good reference photo too, because it's got really strong darks. It could go even darker here and here. And it's got quite a bit of light. So that really makes for a more interesting painting too, and easier to paint. So if you've hung out with me this far, I think this is going to be a long one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will make a traceable next and get that up on my website way before the video post. I really appreciate your support. Great big happy art hugs, and I hope to chat with you soon. Bye guys.